Hey, Keller Williams, Josh Abbott here. We are going to be going over this week's tech training, and the lovely topic for the week is going to be team sites. Now, you probably understand what they are, but a team site is a website where you can really monitor and manage your entire team's web presence. This is also a really good way that you can sort of funnel traffic and leads through Open House to your agents. There's a lot of really cool things on it, and with the new redesign of the team sites and the agent sites, it's very important that you take the time to actually develop your site, put some content on it and other things, as it will continue to drum up and naturally generate leads for you due to some really cool filtering and searching features that we have on these sites. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and hop right into some of this team site configuration here. Now, this is going to have to be performed on the Rainmaker account. If you're not on the Rainmaker account, go ahead and swap to your Rainmaker account or go tag your Rainmaker in so they can go ahead and make these changes. So there's a couple things that we need to sort of do first, and the first thing is going to be going into our settings. So click your name in the top right corner and go down to settings. And then on the left side, we'll want to go to connect settings and then into your marketing profile. So by default, because I'm still under the Rainmaker account, this is all going to be related to the team. This is not going to be individual anything. This is all team stuff. Now, a couple things we have to do right off the bat here. Number one, make sure this toggle right here is turned on, both for your Rainmaker account and for your individual account. This just ensures that we get the proper marketing updates to all of your websites, your emails, and everything that sends out content from command. Obviously, make sure your logo is set there as well. And then we get to this Manage My Team Site section, and this is where we have a little bit more to work with. For most users, probably 90% of you, 95% of you, all you need to do is update the subdomain and claim your subdomain for us. So if, for example, my team were going to be the Abbott team, I'm going to go ahead and type in Abbott team right there, .kw.com, and then you want to confirm, hit this checkbox, and claim your team subdomain. The system's going to think for a quick moment, and if it succeeds, you have a your subdomain is confirmed notification right there, and you're kind of good to go. Your team site is created, and I can now go to abbottteam.kw.com. There we go. And then we can see this is that agent or that team website here. We got a few things here, so meter team page, properties, searches, etc. This is just the very basic page that is going to be made for you without any configuration needed. So you do have a team page here where we have all of our team information, etc. on this page. Obviously, this is just my test environment, so we have some fake information in there for you. But once you actually set this up with your team, you will have all that there. Now, hopping back into the marketing profile, there's a few other areas I want to show you, and we're actually going to skip right over Edit My Team Sites and go into this Team Details section. So you really want to verify that your teammate is appropriate there, get any slogans, any team-based or team-wide designations you'd like to put there, and then we get the KW Team App link, and this is something that we want to make sure all the agents on your team have, and that they're using this team app link versus their individual app link. That is just going to properly set up consumers that use that KW app to look at the entire team versus the one individual agent. And then below that, we can look at military, bio, phone number, fax. If you use faxes, do that there. If you have a secondary website that you use, go ahead and enter this in, because that is going to actually link that website as well through the through your team site. For this email portion here, this is where I would put either your Rainmaker's email here or whoever provides most administrative functions to your team. And by default, your market center or brokerage logo should be updated, and the license number should be populated as well. I pulled it down for testing here, but that should automatically be populated. Now, when we get down to this forced registration section, This gives you the ability to force users that are on your team site searching for homes to require them to register at some point. We can make it so they never have to register. They can search for as many homes as they want under essentially a guest profile. Or we can make it so every single time they want to come in and search for a property, they're required to log in. Now, when they do log in through your agent site, that, believe it or not, is going to create a contact record within Command for you, and it will actually show and track all of the properties that they're looking at, all of the searches they make, all of the properties and the searches that they save on the back end. That way you'll be able to see exactly what a client is doing when they're interacting with your agent site, or your team site rather in this instance. And then below that, as far as your compliance legal footer, this is that statement of each office is independently operated and owned, and that's a really only requirement that we have there. Images, etc. if you want to put there, that is great. And then if you have any team social media sites, go ahead and put that in there. And we do want to do that entire address. So if this is your Facebook page, we have the https:// at the beginning of all of your addresses. So we want to make sure, boom, we start off with that and then put the rest of your Facebook address behind it. And Google Analytics, if you know what that is, punch it in there. If you don't know what it is, you can forget about it and move on with your day. And then the most important thing, this little blue button in the bottom right corner, hit that save button. It's really easy to do. Make some changes on this page and forget to scroll all the way down to the bottom, hit that save button and just navigate away. So please, 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 please save your changes on this page. And that's pretty much all we have for the pre-configuration that we'll call it. And really at this point, there's only a few extra things that I'm going to really encourage you to dive into once we get to the team site editor. But if that's all you want to do is get your team site up and running, you're generally good to go and leave it at that. If you want to hop deeper with me and look at some of the other features we can sort of modify on our team sites, let's carry on. So let's go ahead and click this Edit My Team Sites button right here. And there's two ways you can get to the editor for it. First one here, I'm just going to start from the beginning. So from our home page, we'll click the Profile, Settings, go to Connect Settings, then down to the Marketing Profile. And then we're going to scroll down to the Edit My Team Sites button. Or an alternate way is to go to the Consumer tab down here. And when you initially click this, it's going to tell you, hey, we've switched you to your individual account, which is A-OK. But when you do hop in here, you hit Edit My Website. And this here is going to bring you to the same exact page we would have been at if we went through the marketing profile. But what we need to do up here is click. It's going to have a list or a team name or something along those lines right here. Go ahead and click that. And just make sure it's not the one that says personal. So the personal is just going to be my individual site here. So if I click that, boom, we'll see Pro Coach Personal. And we don't have any team pages here. And then I can click this again, Coaching Team A. And boom, I can see those team pages listed down here as well. So just ensure you're on the team site and not your individual agent site. And then we can go ahead and do some additional editing from here. Now, there are a lot of tools and features that we can sort of look through on this, but I'm going to show you a few of the ones that are easiest to use and the most high impact. And the first thing I'm going to show you very quickly is just going to be this blog post quick start. So if you are a team that puts out a lot of information, blogs, updates, events, etc., this blog post quick start is going to be your best thing to use. And here you can go ahead and create a blog headline, a subheadline if you want to. This hero section right here is going to be referring to an image or a video that you want at the top of the page. And then you can go ahead and put whatever your blog content is here. You can copy paste it. You can use an embed with like an iframe if that's something that you want to do as well using this embed. So if essentially you wanted to put a website or web page within this page, we can use an embed with an iframe. And this is a little bit advanced, but we're just going to step us through it. But we're going to do create new. Actually, I have one already set for Google form, but we'll go ahead and create new. And let's say we want to make this go to Google or something. sites. Actually, let's use Sony. Why not? This should just be www.sony.com. And we'll see, this might need HTTPS. And let's see here. It did not like that one, so let's go to... Just gonna grab this page here. Paste that web address there. And now we should have that preview. Okay, it doesn't like the iframe, of course. Alright, so when we're looking at this editor, there are a lot of functions and features we can sort of play around with, but I'm just really going to show you some of the most important ones that are going to be high impact and relatively low effort to get you off the ground. So the first thing I'm just going to really quickly show you, and you can play around with this a little bit more, but this is the blog post section, and this is just a really easy way to go ahead and put typed content up on the page. This is a really good spot to put content that you want to be used for search engine optimization, which essentially means that more content or more applicable content or blogs you post on here, the higher your team page will be in its search engine rating. So the more content you put here, the more likely people are to find your website online. But we can go ahead and call this whatever headline we want. And I'm going to do what's in your coffee because all my blog posts are coffee related. So we can go ahead and name this whatever we want. And then when we get down to this hero module here, this is if you wanted to add an image or a video or a gallery to the top of the page to view. But I'm going to go ahead and let's pull up an image. And then I'm going to select an image right here. And let's see what I got. I'm just going to go ahead and throw a KW logo there. Boom, right in the middle. It's really big. That doesn't look great, but we're going to, actually, let's do it real quick. Oops, wrong button. I'm going to swap this. There we go, sorry. Gonna go ahead and swap this over to this picture. And we can do some image formatting here in just a moment. But then we can go ahead and put whatever blog content we want underneath this. So cool. So you can go ahead and type that in there, and then that's going to appear right here at the bottom of the page. There's some cool formatting and styles that you can put in here as well. So if we go to styles up here at this top navigation bar, I can change this template to OOB, and that's going to sort of change the formatting here real quick. So it sort of centers things here. I can use this lead article style. I can change this to like an overlay, which is going to go ahead and put that that picture behind it, and then the title in the middle here. There's a bunch of different things I can do, nest it, and so on and so forth. That's all really going to be as far as formatting under the styles tab. But you can go ahead and put whatever content in here. You can organize it with tables, indentations, bold, etc. But it's just a basic text editor that you have here. Once that page is done and you're happy with it, boom, we can go ahead and hit this publish button in the top right corner. And for blog posts, that's all you need to do. That is going to go ahead and upload it to your website automatically. It will be searchable through search engines, and it's going to just show up on your home screen. So let's go ahead and look at that real quick and see what it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and click on the KW in the top left, which is going to bring us back to our home page. And then we can check out our website here. So I'm going to open that in a new tab. And if we scroll down to our blog section, boom, we have what's in your coffee, the secret behind it all. And this is that blog page that I just made here. All right, we're going to close that out and close that out. And now we're going to look at a couple unique features for team pages in specific. And that is going to be, well, really this Meet the Team page. So we're going to go ahead and click on that one. And this thankfully is very easy to work with. But we have our company profile section, so this is just going to be the very top bar. If I wanted to add images for the background or add items, that means I can put honestly, a bunch of random content in here, whatever we want. Let's see, click out of that one, and that's just going to be the backer up at the top. Sorry, let's go ahead and just select this one here. Boom, so it appears there, and then if you do multiple images, it is actually just going to rotate between those images after a certain duration. That. And we can close out this company profile section. And right after that, we have the Meet the Team list, and this is where you can have all of your team members show up. So I'll title this maybe the Abbott team or something along those lines. If I want to put a description, I can. I don't need to. And then we have this item stream section, and that simply is going to be the team members display. So by default, the dynamic version of it is going to show all of your team members very easily. And we have the basic one, which means you essentially select each of the team members individually to add to this page. For almost everybody, I'm going to say use this dynamic page. It's going to be much easier. It's going to go ahead and name or list those team members here. If you want to force them to be in a specific order, we can go ahead and hit this plus button here. And so I can search my name. So Coach Krista, I want as the first one. And then if I had a second user, I can put them in that slot there. Or vice versa, if I wanted Krista to be in the second slot and someone else to be in the first one, we can change the order there. And then we have this additional partners section, and this is really where we might want to put anyone that's maybe not a KW agent. It could be some other business partner, it could be maybe someone, a feature, an assistant, etc. But they're going to be a non-KW agent that we want to put under the additional partners section. And I'm just going to go ahead and close this portion out there. And then this final one is the My Preferred Vendors. So the vendor lists are all powered, all added to this through MoveEasy. If you have to add, or if you haven't added them to that already, you can click this link, and that's going to go put you through the vendor submission form. It's pretty straightforward. Just fill out a couple things here, and then it'll be approved by your market center, and then it can be added to your page. If you have a new vendor, you can go ahead and add them there. Whatever description you want there. And what'll show up is when they click, let me open this up on a bigger page. When you have somebody go into your team page and they want to go to the preferred vendors, they can either contact here, it'll show the list of the preferred vendors, and then they can click this contact form, which is then going to create a client record on your contact page for this. It's all pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy to set up there. Just kind of take your time to go one by one through these different modules and make sure that's all how you want it to look on your page to the right. And then, as always, hit this lovely save button in the top right corner, otherwise you lose all of your hard work. Oh, I had an error there. It didn't like both of those, so we're going to go ahead and remove one of those, save it, and we are good to go. All right, now I have one last thing I'm going to show you today, and that is actually going to be about the open house pages. So as you may or may not know, there is a new open house page that is available to any agent that has a agent website, and I'm going to show you how you can use it for a team site and for an agent site. So what you want to do if you're hosting an open house, and let's say I'm just going to host one right at this 4742 Larkwood. So I'm hosting this open house. I'm going to go ahead and search for it through my agent page, or in this instance, I'm searching it through my team page. And this is going to give us a little description of this property, all that good information here. But what we can do is turn this into an open house sign-in form that'll be used for lead capture during an open house. You can do this by adding a / at the end of the URL or the web address at the top of the page, and then typing the word open house, all one word, no spaces. So / open house right at the end of your web page address, and press the enter key. Now it is going to take just a moment to load. At most it'll take 10 seconds or so, but this is generating a new web page for you, and you get this host selection that'll appear here. So this is going to be the biggest difference if you're on a team versus individual. So if this is a team been hosted by a team, you can go ahead and have them navigate to this page, and then they just need to select the agent that is the host, and it creates this sign-in for us. So then you can go ahead and have your potential clients fill out whatever information they want there and submit it, and that will go ahead and create that contact record in command, and it's going to go ahead and set the lead source for this as an open house lead source. So if you're someone who has lead source configurations set up with lead routing, you can go ahead and automatically have them be tagged, assigned to smart plans, sent emails, texts, etc. the moment they go ahead and submit their information on this page. It's a really cool feature. I definitely encourage you to connect with your tech trainer to walk through how you can set up the open house lead routing. But that's pretty much what I have for Agent Sites today. There's a lot of features. Once again, if you're feeling a little savvy, feeling like you want to explore, there is a pretty decent tour they have up here. If we hit that button, and it'll walk you through this builder and show you how to use a couple of features. Otherwise, connect with your tech trainer and they can definitely hop in and show you a little bit more about some of those features and ways we can customize your pages to give you exactly what you want. Hey, as always, I appreciate you guys taking the time to learn, educate, and better yourselves today. I hope you have an awesome week, an awesome weekend, and I'll see y'all next time.